This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more.
News this hour is brought to you by the Rusty Healy Agency in Madison. Call Landon Thompson at 601-856-3681 to request a quote or learn more.
Two construction workers electrocuted in Rankin County. 73 is the expected high today, and it's mostly sunny. Tonight it's clear and 43, sunny and 76 Wednesday. No rain is expected until Friday and Friday night. With news on 103.9 WYAB, I'm Chris Davis. That electrocution happened shortly after 1 Monday afternoon at a job site near the intersection of highways 25 and 43. Rankin County deputies say one of the men had to be airlifted to the hospital but was breathing, while the other was hurt but much less severely. It was unclear exactly what the workers were doing when they were shocked. Special and general elections are happening today in the metro. That's for Hinds, Rankin, Madison, and Yazoo counties. If you plan on voting, polls are open through 7 this evening, and if you are in line by 7, you can still vote. The man who was hit and killed while he walked on Terry Road Saturday has been ID'd as 38-year-old James Curtis. Police say he walked out in front of a Chrysler Sebring. Natsavine Vaughn was arrested in Pearl Monday. He's wanted for the killing of 39-year-old Quentin Boggin, which happened in Jackson. Once he was arrested in Pearl, those officers handed him over to JPD to face his charges. A former substitute teacher goes up for 15 years after a conviction on 1 count of sexual battery by a person in position of trust and authority and 1 count of child exploitation. Jacqueline Moore worked for the West Tallahatchie School District in the Delta, and she will have to register as a sex offender when she gets out. A Ford Ranger collided with a hayride rig this weekend in Lee County, but authorities say none of the 15 kids on board were hurt. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WYAB. I'm Chris Davis.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are the individual views and opinions of the people expressing them and do not necessarily reflect those of this radio station, its parent, affiliated, or related entities, agents, or employees.
Welcome to the Chip Matthews Show, where politics meets the South. So grab your sweet tea, find a comfortable spot to sit back, and let's embark on this journey together. Chip away, chip away at the storm. Chip away, that's what I wanna do. Sweet little mama, I want my cat.
Good Tuesday morning. It's election day. Yes, it's election day, and it's very important that we get out and vote today for those people that have voted. Now, everybody's been calling me from Canton saying, "Where do we go vote for Mitchell?" And I said, "Well, Mitchell doesn't live in Canton."
Mitchell doesn't live in Canton?
No, he lives in the district that he is running in.
Yeah.
Mitchell has businesses in Canton.
Right.
He's from Canton, but he lives in the district that he's running in.
Right.
So, and that is that's the Gluckstadt, Flora. Let's see, there's
Lake Norman, Lake Cavalier, all them lakes up in there.
All that area. There's 8 precincts open today. Let's pull that up today, and I have that right here. And let's get out and vote in the Justice Court race. There's also the what's the other one? The District 24 seat available. But voting precincts for District 3, Lake Caroline Clubhouse, Vertical Church, St. Joe Catholic Church, Parkway Pentecostal, Twin Lakes Baptist, China Grove AME Church. Oh, China Grove. Okay. Ferns Chapel Free Will Baptist at Pocahontas Road in Flora, and Franklin Baptist in Flora. So you have 2 in Flora, 1 in China Grove, Twin Lakes Baptist, Parkway Pentecostal, St. Joe's Catholic Church, Vertical Church, and Lake Caroline Clubhouse. Get out and vote today. This judge's race to me has become something that I'm deeply concerned about, because it just seems like a lot of money came from a source on a side that I didn't, that just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I don't see what, we'll get a list of all that money when it's turned into the county, and we'll see who funded this election on the other side. But it just is deeply disturbing. I saw text messages that went out and this, that, and the other from public officials that I don't think should be supporting a sitting judge.
Right.
It reeks of corruption to me. And I just look at it and just go, something ain't right. And I mean, I don't want to make any enemies or anything, but I don't understand why the need to do those sort of things.
Right.
It's a justice court race. This is not the end of the world. What are we trying to hide? We've had problems at justice court, and we have she's a new judge there, but we've had problems at justice court where they've caught people stealing and fired them. Now, we've caught people at the supervisor's office
and gave them a raise.
$2.7 million. We gave them a raise. But the 3 amigos, Steen, Griffin, and Banks, are the one that gave her a raise. Okay, that was the one that gave a raise. This isn't a judge. This was the person.
She did a good job.
She did a good job of losing all our money, and they haven't even. There's been nobody said that they've arrested anybody or anything. So when those 3 people are working so hard to appoint a judge for Madison County who has been fulfilling out Lloyd Spivey's thing. And somebody made a comment yesterday that on one of the radio shows, some girl, I don't think she knows she's talking about. She made a comment about, they changed the districts. No, they didn't change the judging districts. The person isn't from that district. Right. They appointed a judge because one judge had passed away.
Yeah.
And they appointed someone to be in charge.
Yeah.
The person's a complete idiot when they were saying that. And I was just going, what the hell are you talking about?
And out of all the people that live in that district or even live in the county, there could have been somebody picked that had some
legal background.
Yes.
I mean, that would be pretty good.
So the question is, why did they pick this one particular person?
And they picked this person based on the fact that she's politically tied.
Yeah.
And I mean, justice is about calling balls and strikes. There's a book that you go by. And the person we support Mitch Tyner. I'll just go ahead and say it. We support Mitch Tyner because he has a law degree. He understands those books. He's been before the Supreme Court. He's done all kind of things.
Right.
Plus, one of the jobs of a justice court is to settle landlord and what was this? I was looking. They're going to issue warrants and preliminary justice landlord-tenant disputes. Now, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but a person whose qualification is they had a lot to do with Section 8 housing. Well, we know who the landlord is in a Section 8 house. We the people are,
right?
Because we're footing the bill.
Yeah.
I mean that's just something that I just look at and I just go, okay. And then there'll be small claims court, traffic violations, misdemeanors, and then of course the preliminary hearings, and and issuing warrants. And there's something interesting about that, and I just feel like there should be a separation of public officials and public corruption from the judges. If the judges can be separate. I mean, I know a lot of people want to do what they want to do, but you got to go out and put somebody else. I mean, lawyers are trained, unfortunately, to take both sides of a case.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you hire a lawyer today, he could be on your side, and tomorrow he could be against you, and that's just the way it is. That's justice.
Mm-hmm.
But they are trained to know the law, to pass judgment on the law.
Mm-hmm.
And they take sides, legal positions. And you have to have years and years of studying to have those legal descriptions. And a person that has just been making friends, and I've done this. I've held up a sign for you when you ran, and this, that. That's no way. That's I mean, that's all good, but that's not it. Animals Control run for Justice Judge. Oh, okay. I don't know what that's all about, Jeff.
Mm.
Good morning, Russell McGuffey. Good morning, Andy Devine. Good morning, Dawn and Chip. Vote Mitch Tyner early and often today. You can do that in Madison County. Okay, Lloyd Travis, Will Brown, Beth O'Kane Ladner, let's see, Rod Scott, Joe Lynn Michael, everybody checking in. And
Amy Grant.
Amy Grant. Where's she?
She's on my page over here.
She's on your page.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, y'all, it's polls open at 7:00. Get out there as quickly as possible and vote. And you can vote till 7 p.m. tonight. If you're in line tonight at 7 p.m., you can vote.
Mm-hmm.
But there's only 8 places where you can vote. I've been on the Madison County Executive Committee longer than she. Yes, you have, Micah Gober. I'm not going to say her name. I can't. Because it's not the correct choice. Okay.
There you go.
Okay. I mean, y'all, this person's claim to fame in politics is an I voted sticker. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
An I voted sticker for the Republican Party, which it had to be nonpartisan in order to be given out. And the state already buys those things.
That's right.
And the state, they use their money instead of going and hiring people to knock on doors and work on candidates. That's what they
spent their money on reinventing the wheel.
And look, in the supervisor's race last time, the Republican Party put out a flyer to promote their candidates. And in the District 4 and District 5 supervisor, they didn't put their names on there.
They didn't.
They didn't put anybody's name on there. I'm going, you're not trying to help. The corruption is out there. And I mean, and so by not putting out the name, you're just helping the incumbent, which is Banks and Griffin in that case. Then, of course, Steen. Somebody, y'all, we got to get as many people we can on the ballot and get people involved and get these people out of office because they are the devil, allegedly. I got that in there, didn't I?
You got
anyway,
that in there.
We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie on WYAB. Anyway, we'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie.
1039 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris at Fannin Mart on the Res is quickly becoming Rankin County's go-to spot for pizza, burgers, pasta, appetizers, daiquiris, and more. Try their famous Wheel of Flavor pizza. You can add up to 3 different specialty pizzas onto one pie, such as the Margarita, Sergeant Pepperoni, Acme Beat Buster, Pig, 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 Pesto Chicken, the Old Mexico, the Supreme, or hey, just build your own custom pizza. Acme also has a full bar with 9 different frozen daiquiris to choose from. Open daily at 4 p.m. Acme Pizza and Daiquiris.
Here's a word from John White, the owner of Two Gun Tactical in Flowood and Ridgeland.
I carry a gun every day, all the time. Last year in America, 2 million legal guns were pulled, and it stopped the threat. So I'm really wearing a firearm just to stop the threat. There's more likelihood of me just pulling it and not using it than there is using it. TwoGunTactical.com, TwoGunTactical.com.
Two Gun Tactical, the South's only gun tree club.
You can
show your pride and patriotism in honor of the 250th birthday of this great nation by proudly flying a flag. And a complete flag source on I-55 in Jackson is the place to find it. All sizes for all purposes. And they have the official 250-year celebration flag. Have a look at CompleteFlags.com. That's CompleteFlags.com.
Health has always been reactive, focused on fixing problems as they happen. But with Blue Primary Care, we're taking a proactive approach, working with you to help you understand your health and empowering you to be healthy. It's time to prioritize you, your health, and your life. The results? Less worrying and more living. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue.
You know what's a nightmare? We've all seen that movie where the bad guy's coming and your gun jams up. Luckily, that's just a movie, but you can't take the chance it could happen to you in real life. Hey, y'all, I'm Therese Apel from Dark Horse Press, and I've written stories about a whole lot of situations where people needed their gun to work for them. So if yours is moody or likes to jam, you need to take it to Guns and Gear. Let their professional gunsmiths look at it and fix it so it'll work when you need it. They're the absolute best at what they do, and that's why I buy all my guns from them. That's Guns and Gear in Gluckstadt. Check them out today.
Hello, I'm Gary Jolly from the Tractor Store. LS Tractor understands your passion for the land, and just like you, LS Tractor is committed to excellence and superior products. LS Tractor comes with a long list of standard features that are unmatched by other brands and backed with the LS commitment to provide exceptional customer service and satisfaction. You get a lot more for your money with the LS Tractor. Come to the Tractor Store in Richland to experience the LS difference. The Tractor Store in Richland.
This is Lori at the Mailroom Gluckstadt with exciting news. We now offer photo services and large format printing, such as banners, yard signs, blueprints, and canvas prints. We also print business cards, invitations, photos, and more. And with the holidays coming fast, let us print your Christmas cards. Many projects may be ready the same day, and the Mailroom Gluckstadt is still your place for shipping, drop-offs, and gift wrapping. Visit us at 272 Calhoun Station Parkway, across from Callaway's in Gluckstadt. MailroomGluckstadt.com.
Pops Auto Sales on Highway 49 in Florence is where you come to buy quality cars, trucks, and SUVs. Priced to fit your budget. At Pops Auto, we specialize in trucks. From four-wheel drives to diesels, our satisfied repeat buyers know Pops has one of the largest truck inventories for any independent dealer, period. Browse Pops inventory at popsautosalesllc.com and get pre-approved for a zero down payment with approved credit. With warranties and service contracts available. Pops Auto Sales, your home for trucks. Highway 49 South in Florence.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here's your host, Chip Matthews.
Yes, it's election day on the biggest show in America, the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie. And we're talking about little old Madison County today. Good morning, Jody Wages. First time I've seen you up there with a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Gray, Debbie Bergansky. Who else? Rhonda's back. Any updates on Bob Crushell? I heard that he's doing better, but they originally went to ICU, but that was just a precaution. So that's all I know at this time. We need a steak. I need a steak anyway. And I don't agree with that, Ricky Gray. Sorry. It's just not where I'm at. I'm just there. But anyway, today is yesterday was the supervisor meeting in Madison County.
Mm-hmm.
And they once again, those three amigos are ready to work with Makita and Joey Deason and them to create some more public trust, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
People are going. You saw the list yesterday of all the neighborhoods around there, and I'm just of the opinion, that it's got to make sense somewhere. Good morning, Helen. What are they up to? I mean, they need to build. They need a new the Canton Alderman meeting is today. That's right, Jolynn. Maybe today, someone can be a leader and put somebody on that CMU board.
Hmm.
But I understand that Joey Deason in the WLBT interview I saw, the land that they're trying to rezone from agriculture to heavy industrial is a piece of land that they wanted to do something with some water.
Oh, really?
They're trying to
It
figure out
has
what
to
to
do with water.
And y'all, I'm just confused about that because Makita was involved in the first water deal
Right.
with CMU
Uh-huh.
and somehow got out of that.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get off of a federal grant, this, that, and the other to build something.
Mm-hmm.
And then CMU, I mean, everybody's blaming CMU for corruption in this. And I'm just like, we can't bear all the blame here.
Mhm.
Can't bear all the blame. But something is up. Something is up. And there's more to it. There's more to it. And there was a lot of people there complaining that they didn't want it.
Right.
And I go, you know, there's some people going to get rich.
Uh-huh.
And in that area, we have a supervisor that always gets richer right in there.
Yeah.
It's not in his district, I don't think, where we're talking. Yeah, it is in one or two of them's district, but that's what's going on. And I don't, you know, we got to watch it. We got to look at it. It's going to be another argument, but they're going to approve it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you need to decide. And look, Makita does what they do. They make money for a public-private entity
Mm-hmm.
using public funds. But I don't understand all of it. And somewhere, somebody needs to explain it to us. And, you know, you have all these people that they put in place. And, I mean, invite us to a meeting. Come on the radio show.
Yes.
Come on the show with us and explain to us, Mr. Deason, what it is y'all do. Answer me how you got out of Beatty's Bluff.
Yeah.
You know, ask me that. I mean, all this stuff goes back to before Nissan was built. And then maneuvering back and forth. I mean, somebody's making money, but I don't ever see money. Does money ever, when it's a public-private entity, do we ever take the money? Does the public get any of that money? Or do we just responsible for the money?
I don't know. It seems to me, when I think about it, when you think deep down, you know, is that just a private entity? Is that just like a bunch of business people that created this and it sounds good? Makita sounds good. And it's just really a private organization.
Right.
I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. I have no clue, but that's the feeling that I get.
And I think they get, and I mean, I may be wrong, but you know, the same thing like for the Pearl baseball stadium and all that, that was part of one of these kind of public-private entities.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a shelf life of a loan where they get it from the state.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if they pay it back to the state and then they just make the profit on it.
Mm-hmm.
Or does the state make a profit on it?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like if we, the people, put up the money, we should make some money.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've done other projects where they came down in like Highland Colony Parkway and all that. When they built all of that stuff, they just built the roads half-ass.
Mm-hmm.
And then they went back through there, and some of that was public-private money, but they took their cut off of that. And then when they didn't want to pay their share, they just said, we don't have it.
That's right.
We don't have it. So then the public has to pick up the bill.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe CMU picked up all of the bill for Makita last time. And then Makita sued them for writing off too much money because it says you only can write off so much. And I'm going, well, if you put up the money, then you get to write off the money.
That's right.
And then all the corruption has gone on at CMU.
There's some shenanigans.
There's
going
shenanigans
on.
somewhere. I mean, you know, I would like to propose that the state give us some money for a public-private entity, and we will open up something, and you and I will make sure the state makes 20% on the dollar.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be a better deal than some of the deals y'all work. Hi ho, hello. It's Monty Pimenta checking in. He's got another pink weekend, I think, this weekend on the coast.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's also that's a variance. So they're asking for an application for a variance in what all? They want to build taller buildings in a single bound. All of that petition submitted to the Madison County Planning and Development Commission. And it doesn't say, it says on, but it doesn't say what date. And recommendation, public hearing, file disposition. Anyway, that's been put on hold till January the 8th.
Okay.
Kick it down the road. Kick it down the road. Who are we voting for today? We're voting for Mitch Steiner today. That's who you're voting for. Okay, and then the other thing they did, they had a court case, a hearing, a court proceeding that was filed in Madison County. And y'all going to love this. This cause came before the court, and they were talking about the loud and disruptive noises from construction occurring in Madison County Courthouse B are disrupting the court proceedings. And the court has requested the foreperson of the construction workers to abstain from such activities while court is in session. So, in other words, you hired them to build something because the people that were building the new city offices, right?
Right. In the old Fred's building.
In the old Fred's building. This was filed on October 30th. Okay. So they were building something, but, and the court requested silence. We need to be able to hear what's going on. This has happened to me when I did a concert in downtown Jackson. My PA was so loud that they called and said, you have a right to run the PA, but can you just turn it down just for a little while where we can get through? I said, yes, I can do that. Yeah. And that's what you normally would do.
Right.
You would work together. It wouldn't come
to a court order.
But now they had to go to a court order in order to hear. And the county administrator, that's the guy that works for Steen, Griffin, and Banks, and also the other two, but Steen, Griffin, and Banks, Greg Higginbotham, told the foreperson to disregard the court's request. Excuse me. You're the county administrator. That's a court proceeding. And that judge is elected and is requesting silence. I need some relief here just to get through court today. Court doesn't last.
It's not every day of the week,
and it doesn't last all forever. And it isn't like anybody ever gets anything built on time anyway.
Right.
But the people, if you're going to ask them to stop just for a few hours, they can find something else to do that day.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's one of them big construction. It's probably one of those constructions like Hemp Hill or whatever, where we actually paid the wrong person $2.7 million and said, "Oh, that was the wrong guy." Oh, and Greg Higginbotham would be one of the people that would have overseen that.
Yes,
because he's a county administrator.
I wonder if he knows where that money went.
Somebody knows.
If he knows where that money came back from.
Well, everybody keeps saying they know and they don't know. And I just look at that. And I also noticed in his request, as we look further, but anyway, that's that other thing. And the other thing that I saw was where all these people were getting paid to work. They've already approved everybody that worked the polls today.
There's like 40 something people.
I know it's 80 something people.
But it was only 40 on that list.
Yeah.
So where's the other 40?
So they pre-approved.
Or maybe it was 60.
They pre-approved everybody yesterday that's going to work the polls today. Hopefully they all showed up and just don't get paid like some people get paid last time. And verified them and make sure they're all from Madison County.
Yeah.
And blah, 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 blah. They didn't do that last time. But anyway, they've already approved their pay. And then I also saw where they gave out raises, but everybody in his department doesn't have a name, they have a number.
Right.
I don't understand
Where's
that.
the transparency there?
Well, I think we just have to go ask and request it. But, everybody, I see where the sheriff was hiring somebody has a name. Somebody else is hiring somebody to have a name.
Yeah.
They have a name.
Yes. And you get to the administrative and they become numbers.
They become numbers. They become
You're just
numbers.
a number.
Is it a family member? Not particularly his, but of the three amigos.
Yeah.
I mean, you just see that and you go there. And then we also have let's see, what's this? This is the payment for the softball complex at Sulphur Springs Park. Yeah, we've spent a lot of money up there. You know what?
What?
That's where we need to. Yeah, that's where Dawn and I would like our public-private entity money. We're going to go and build
hotels
at Sulphur Springs, where you can hang out on the Sulphur Springs Lake.
Yeah.
And go play baseball on the Sulphur Springs softball park.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Catch some fish. Is that lake holding water now?
I don't know. And there's a surety bond on it. And I look at these 2 surety bonds and I just go, do we ever use a bond? Oh, well.
Back to all the names listed on that.
We'll go back to that. We'll go back to that. We got to take that break. Aren't you keeping up with anything?
Yes, I'm trying. Hey, look.
Okay.
You get on a roll. We're
going to take a break and we'll be right back. We're on a roll.
Yes, I'm trying. Hey, look. You get on a roll. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
1039 WYAB.
Hey, this is Travis with Rapid Oil Change, the leader in fast service and fleet account maintenance for over 40 years. Providing routine maintenance for most makes and models, keeping downtime to a minimum. We've set most local and national fleet accounts. Can't see at night? Headlights faded? Check out our newest service, the Bright Line Headlight Restore Kit by Mighty Automotive. Available now. Keep your vehicle ready for the road ahead and drive hard with Casserole Edge. Open 6 days a week with 6 locations to serve. Visit us online for specials at oilchangems.com.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Are you craving a home-cooked meal without the hassle? Come over to McBee's Bar and Grill in Ridgeland for their Blue Plate lunch specials. Served up every weekday, at McBee's it's a different entree every day. Chicken spaghetti on Mondays, beef tip Tuesday, pork chop Wednesday, spaghetti Thursday, and catfish Fridays. And McBee's Blue Plate lunch comes with 2 classic southern sides and cornbread or a roll. McBee's specials are served every weekday from 11 to 2. McBee's, buzzing the res since 1982.
CBS News special report. Former Vice President Dick Cheney has died. He was George W. Bush's number 2 during both of his terms, serving as the former president's most trusted advisor. Cheney told CBS News.
He really wanted me to come on board because he thought I could help govern, be part of his team, and that he wanted me involved in everything.
Cheney was also a defense secretary and a congressman from Wyoming. Correspondent Nancy Cordes.
Part of the reason that he held so much power when he was vice president and really redefined that role for the modern day is because he came in with such deep legislative experience, having served in the House, deep foreign policy experience.
Cheney was criticized for the post 9/11 war on terror. CBS's Major Garrett.
As the situation in Iraq disintegrated and U.S. casualties mounted, public opinion turned against the administration.
His family says Dick Cheney died from complications of pneumonia and cardiac and vascular disease. He was 84. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
I am Wayne Lloyd, Delta Farm Services, LLC. We do all types of dirt work, excavation, dozer work, land leveling. We do building pads, commercial ponds and lakes, residential ponds and lakes, anything with dirt work. Delta Farm Services, LLC.
Google Delta Farm Services, LLC, or find them on Facebook. Delta Farm Services, LLC.
Your roof is constantly exposed to the elements, battling dirt, algae, and stains. But with Watkins Construction and Roofing Roof Wash Service, you can keep it looking like new. A proprietary rooficide treatment is EPA approved, safe, and guaranteed to prevent algae from coming back for at least 2 years. No harsh chemicals, no damage, no black streaks. Just a clean, beautiful roof that lasts. Call Watkins Construction and Roofing at 601-966-8233 or visit nomoreroofstains.com today.
Hello, this is Kamisha Mumford. As a proud graduate of Mississippi State University and Mississippi College School of Law, as an attorney and a judge, I understand that working across the aisle is better than divisive rhetoric. I'm running to improve public safety, to protect our public retirement system, and to improve our aging infrastructure. On Tuesday, November 4th, vote Kamisha Mumford for Senate District 26.
Paid for by friends of Kamisha Mumford.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Yes, it's the world-renowned Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie all over the world listening. And, you know, Monty Pimento says Chip is breaking it down like a cardboard box today.
That's what you have to do.
I'm really not. I'm really all we're talking about is we're asking the questions.
Mm-hmm.
And like, for instance, you had a question there right before we went to break on all of these people that are working
at the polls,
today.
They all get paid $200.
$200 a piece to work the polls.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have there'll be at least 10 probably at every poll.
Mm-hmm.
And they're in let's see, Banks, Griffin, and Steen will probably approve the list. I mean, they're people. They're people on the election commission that they put in place. Like they were all for District 4 and 5 guys that have been there for a while. One had been there for a while. One was from the city of Canton. That's on that election commission.
Yeah.
And he's famous for just not doing things right.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what's going on. And so you've got 80 people today that if Banks, Griffin, and Steen had something to do with it, then that's 80 votes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can
you
make
see
a
what
break.
In the elections, in Steen's in Griffin's district, which is where his daughter Martina is the justice court judge without a law degree.
Mm-hmm.
There's 17 precincts in that district.
Goodness.
17 people. So when you run against Paul Griffin, or you're running against Martina Griffin in that district, you're looking at 17 people with at least 10 people working in each poll who were put there by Leroy Lacey, who's the District 5 election commissioner.
Okay.
And that's what you're up against. And then supervisors get to pick the polling where you go to vote.
Mm-hmm.
So today, when you go in to vote, y'all please report if you see anything. But the big thing, make sure that the polling place you go into is ADA compliant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now they've corrected the problem for the upcoming election in the Deerfield area, but we had the Deerfield Country Club available to them in the last supervisor's race.
Right.
And now that's where they do vote.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also vote at the old church, which is 800 square feet, and they were going to get 10,000 people through the door, and they had no parking.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like 20 cars.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And you cross a road to get to it that is the busiest road in the county.
Mm-hmm. So out of all those people that are poll watchers that get paid $200,
yes,
these
are poll workers.
There's
a difference between a worker and a watcher.
Correct. I said it wrong.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a poll watcher today.
Okay.
But anyway, that adds up to over $13,000 that they're paying out just for this one little election.
And look, and I've noticed in this campaign, all those in the one candidate all of a sudden had a ton of money and was able to buy half-page ads and this, that, and the other, and all these big signs. And I just keep looking at that going, where did that come from? Because didn't have the money in the beginning.
Yeah. And those ads aren't talked about who paid. And
it doesn't say who paid for them.
Mm-mm.
Paid for by.
Yeah.
It has some names on there.
Yeah.
And some of those names have told me they didn't request to have their name put on there.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, it just seems like this is a great opportunity for the citizens of this one particular district to start fighting back against corruption. And if you don't, you got to start somewhere,
Yeah.
Didn't the supervisors go run again for election next year?
Next year.
So if we
I'll be running again.
Yeah. Well, good.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there'll be others, and I hope it loads up. I don't care if somebody from every HOA district runs.
Right.
There's one person from an HOA district can't even win their HOA. They got kicked out of it.
But to get, yes, she did.
and she's running for judge.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But we got to get a hold of the corruption, and the corruption runs deep.
Yes.
Deep.
And a lot of what we have going on, we need businessmen, we need lawyers, we need those type
Attorney.
of people to
Mhm.
to step up
Yeah.
and be and run for office, because you just can't leave it. Some of the stuff for the people is good, then
Mhm.
some of the stuff for the people is not so good. You know,
Yeah.
Politics is, like in Canton right now, we have a lot of rookies on the board,
Mhm.
which is fine.
Mhm.
But what happens is
They get tainted.
the people that have been there for a while
Yeah.
work them so hard in saying, you got to do this, you got to do this.
Mhm.
Status quo is, I'm proud of some of them for standing up and asking questions, for knocking them down. The mayor talks about his voting when he was a part-time alderman for 6 years and all of his experience. 6 years. It took you forever to figure it out. And you still haven't figured it out because you don't understand, as mayor, you have the power to talk to the people and tell them that they need to get something done.
Uh-huh.
That's what you're supposed to do.
So Monty's asking a question. Does the business get a check for voting on their property?
Yes, they do.
Or they get new paved parking lots?
Oh, they get both.
They get lots of
They
stuff.
get lots of kick.
Depending on whose property it is.
In the deep part of the county and in Camden, I've seen a lot of parking lots go in. And nothing wrong with paying for your precinct and this, that, and the other, but it's all, once you pay a preacher at one church and this, that, and the other, then he goes in and I mean, it is what it is. Y'all, the system is not perfect by a long means. And then of course we go to the school choice issue.
Uh-huh.
You got people telling you the school choice and education freedom is where it's at, and that if you're not for that, then you're not being a good conservative Republican. Well, no, I think we should wait.
Mhm.
And like right now, they're talking it's going to be a public to public deal. And I'm going, why mess up anything you got going on now? Because and this is something the public does not know, that they're going to take us all the A, B, C's, and D's they've been given, the school ratings. Those have been under mandate to not be, you can't drop the grade.
Okay.
You can raise the grade, but you can't
Mhm.
drop the grade since COVID. And they go back on being adjusted post-COVID
Mhm.
next year.
Mhm.
So all of a sudden, everybody that's A, B, C, and D, and all of a sudden going to be F, D. It's going to look like everybody got ignorant all of a sudden. And
Yeah.
you still got the Mississippi Miracle in there that it only applies to the whatever through the fourth grade.
Mhm.
And those people will be going on to the next level. But if we throw the baby out with the bathwater, then that system does not get to
That's right.
come to nutrition. I mean, next year we should be at 8 grades that are good. I mean, 2 more years would be 8 grades would be good.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't see that. Let me see that. Oh, yeah. That's important. But also, we need to always ask questions on election day. We all need to go vote on election day. I'm sorry that, it seems to me that if a judge can run from outside the district that they are in,
Mm-hmm. And they can't vote
that
for
everybody
themselves.
in the county outside the district can show up and say, well, we want to vote.
Yeah.
They can't vote for themselves, though, in this case. But I mean, it seems to me like maybe we need to go back and say the districts of the county need to, when you run for judge, this is a state law that needs to be fixed.
Mm-hmm.
That everybody in the county votes for every judge that you put on this bench, because
Mhm.
that just it doesn't make this. The districts are different from the supervisor districts, but that's
Yeah.
because they didn't gerrymander those districts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they gerrymandered the supervisor
Need to
districts.
simplify some stuff.
Well, we're gonna get that ruling real soon from the Supreme Court, and everything's
Mm-hmm.
going to be redone. And it's going to be redone when who's running that lives outside their district? Colleen, the judge, she is running against Mitch Steiner, and she doesn't live in the district. Now Mitch lives in the district that he's running in,
Mhm.
and he's also a lawyer, and he's qualified,
Yeah.
and he's a good person,
Mm-hmm.
and he won the Dan Pappas Award.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie. If anybody's got something on their mind, give us a call,
601-879-0002.
And we will talk to you about it. If anybody's got something on their mind, give us a call,
601-879-0002.
1039 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris at Fannin Mart on the Res is quickly becoming Rankin County's go-to spot for pizza, burgers, pasta, appetizers, daiquiris, and more. Try their famous Wheel of Flavor pizza. You can add up to 3 different specialty pizzas onto one pie, such as the Margarita, Sergeant Pepperoni, Acme Beet Buster, Pig, Pesto Chicken, the Old Mexico, the Supreme, or hey, just build your own custom pizza. Acme also has a full bar with 9 different frozen daiquiris to choose from. Open daily at 4 p.m. Acme Pizza and Daiquiris.
Even with interest rates higher than recent norms, real estate values are still holding strong in Mississippi. We caught up again with one of Mississippi's top real estate agents, Shane Saxon, to explain his recent activity in the market.
In the last year or so, it's been the best of my career. Interest rates have been high, but the real estate market is here to stay. Land values especially are continuing to rise. Home values are holding. If you need help with anything in real estate, just give me a call.
Find Shane Saxon on Facebook or give him a call at 601-540-5040. Offer property 601-74-1435.
Now's the time to get a great deal on a Kubota Z200 series mower with the new K-Ride comfort system. Designed to optimize your ride, the series delivers a quality cut and an exceptional ride. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 1.99% APR for up to 48 months. Now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Divini Equipment, serving you in Madison and Jackson. Stop, call, or click at DiviniEquipment.com.
Here's what they're saying about Corcoran Door Company.
I'm going to yell out to one of your sponsors here, Corcoran Door. When the guy came out here, instead of just trying to throw a door up, he was looking at the way the house was facing. Man, with this double garage here on the south side, you might want to consider a insulated door. I came in earlier today about 2:30. The car thermometer said 99 degrees. The thermometer inside the garage was 82.
That's why they've been around 50 years.
Yeah.
CorcoranDoor.com. CORKERN door.com.
This is Jack Hoffman. For nearly 31 years, Tico's Steakhouse has been a staple of fine dining in Jackson, Mississippi. Dad has long since desired for me to come work alongside him. And now that I'm here, I would like to invite you to come experience our family tradition of our hospitality, sizzling steaks, and healthy poured beverages. Our dining rooms are open and we are taking reservations. Our private rooms are also available along with takeout. Call today or stop in and experience Tico's in the second generation.
Tico's Steakhouse, East County Line Road in Ridgeland, 601-956-1030.
At Sandifer Orthodontics, we believe in family, tradition, and community. From kids to adults, Sandifer offers state-of-the-art orthodontic care with complimentary consultations, so everyone in the family can smile with confidence. Sandifer Orthodontics proudly supports Tri-County Academy and the Building on Tradition campaign, so a short drive to local businesses like Sandifer helps TCA thrive. Begin the journey to a beautiful smile at SandiferOrtho.com. Sandifer Orthodontics, Highland Village, Jackson, and Gateway Drive in Brandon.
Why don't you mind your own business?
Mind my own business? What's that supposed to mean?
No, I was just thinking about all of the news of tax changes, insurance changes, regulations that are being passed down to business owners. I don't have the time to keep growing and to keep up with changing payroll regulations.
I know. It seems like all I do is handle employee-related problems.
You know, I hear People Lease can help.
How can they help?
People Lease can handle our payroll, taxes, employee benefits, and workers' compensation. They even offer an affordable and customizable 401k program and a 24/7 online human resources support center for all my HR needs.
Think of all the time we'll save letting People Lease handle our payroll and benefits administration. I'll be busy growing my business and letting People Lease take care of the rest.
Sounds like a good business plan with People Lease.
Let People Lease mind your business so you can mind your own business. Call now, 601-987-3025. That's 601-987-3025. Or visit freepayrollquotes.com for your free quote.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Yes, it's election day in Madison County and 8 districts. Also in Hinds County, you're in Madison, and it's kind of a shared line there where they were voting to replace John Horn.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got to get out and vote. And look, and all across the land, we need to be careful, because what could happen in the state legislature, they're talking about the supermajority could go away if the wrong people get into office.
Yeah.
You know, part of me says the supermajority is
Rhinos.
rhino anyway. So, you know, that's that. But because I mean, not enough people stand on their own, and I mean that's why I get so weirded out on the corruption part. When you know somebody is not qualified for the job, and they're running for the job, and they've been appointed to the job by 3 people who aren't qualified to run the county.
Yes.
And they've been doing it for 30 or 40 years
and there's smoke all around them
because people don't go vote for them. And I mean, and then because Capital City everybody that makes it to the Capitol is so scared to get on to anybody in Madison County and Canton, although we're waiting for people to get
thrown in
sentenced in the next few days.
Yeah.
Rudy Warnock's going to get sentenced. But, you know, if he starts talking about every other county that he's worked with and every other politician he has paid off and this, that, and the other, guess what?
A lot of them going down.
There could be some people in Madison County and mayors and such that could go down.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, the corruption.
We'll be having more special elections.
Yeah, special election. That's the call of the day in Canton. I mean, we have most times when we have an election, this was the first election we've had where we didn't have redo, although we're still in federal court waiting to find out why they didn't let those 6,000 people vote in the election.
Right.
Which they let them vote, but they forgot to tell them that they were allowed to. It's kind of a trick.
Yeah.
But I mean, and that goes on and on and on and on. And y'all, they need to fix the school system from the bottom up to where you're taking care of the kid, the teacher first, and then administration.
Yeah.
And then and then the way the voting system works is the people on top think they run things, but it starts with the people and moves up.
Right.
But they took our ballot initiative away from us and done all these other things. And they're letting the funny thing about the ballot initiative, I know there's a group of Republicans that are supposed to be working on getting the ballot initiative back.
Correct.
Okay. The Democrats are running an ad that they want the ballot initiative back.
Right.
So those people aren't spending the lobby money they got. They want to make it look like it's a Democratic issue of giving the people back their right to vote so that they don't have to, 1, spend their money, and 2, they don't have to make sure that it passes again, saying that is wrong.
I know, all that's kind of confusing.
Yes, it is, and it's just both sides play in the middle.
Yeah, and then that ad doesn't. If you're not really listening to that ad, you really don't get what they're talking about.
A lot of people don't know. That's the biggest problem with politics, is you don't have enough radio heads that can explain it. And I mean, I don't explain it well. I just say there's a problem, and let's look at it, try to figure it out. Because I'm an idiot and you're ignorant.
Yes, that's right.
So we don't know anything. We're just 2 people y'all listen to in the morning to wake up and drink coffee and go, okay. They were talking about something. They were talking about corruption.
Always.
You talk about corruption, you can count me out. You can count me out.
Yeah. Never.
No, that's what it says.
Oh, yeah.
In the song, The Beatles.
Oh,
You say
okay.
you want a revolution.
Yeah.
Yes, I want a revolution. I want the whole state to be informed some way, somehow. You got to understand what's going on. And I mean, and today when you're voting for people, vote for people that are qualified to do the job. I mean, And
you want somebody that's level-headed, that's not hot-headed, and that can.
Oh well, yeah. if you get thrown out of your HOA meeting because you're yelling,
yeah,
and then everybody with you's yelling,
yeah,
that's a problem.
Yeah,
and it was everybody in the HOA was yelling at that person who is the judge. But anyway, the court record speaks for itself on all of that.
It really does.
But,
it really does.
But it's unreal what goes on in politics.
Yeah.
And what goes on and what people think they know and what people do know.
Mm-hmm.
But get out, get informed. And just because you see that some politician who's elected says they want to do whatever. Yeah, cranky, cantankerous Karen. That's who you're voting for today. You're voting for a Karen if you don't vote for Mitch Steiner.
That's right.
So you vote for Mitch Steiner. Otherwise, you're voting for Karen. And I mean,
that was perfectly said. I don't know who sent that to you, but
well, it's the actual truth.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that person. I mean, I wanted to buy a voted sticker. We need to do that. I was the normal chip ass I can be. That is the stupidest thing we ever put. We got $6,000 and we're putting $2,500 into an I voted sticker.
Yeah.
And I'm going, we need to be on the streets helping candidates, giving out money, blah, blah, blah. No, we need to do an I voted campaign sticker.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've already met too long today, so let's go.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all, the Republican Party in Madison County needs a lot of help. I'm just going to tell you. And they need it all over the state in some places, and they need conservative leadership. But anyway,
yeah.
I'll be back at 9. You coming back at 9?
No.
Okay, so Jamie Creel will be back with 9. We'll be talking school choice, and it's election day. Get out and vote. Polls open in 40 seconds.
Oh, wow.
See y'all.